Its defenses have been fortified since last I was here. It seems the enemy is sufficiently prepared. Yes, that is most sound. I do not distrust Claude, but there is no guarantee that the other Alliance lords will not move against us. Onward, with caution.
After we cross the Great Bridge, the greatest plains in Fodlan will be before us. You do remember, do you not? I speak of Gronder Field, where we fought the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
The ones defending the Great Bridge. It isn't my father or brother, is it? I really want to finish this battle without seeing them. Especially my father.
Yes, I hear your father can fell a bear without even a weapon in hand. When we run into him, I'll be sure to let you take the lead. Family matters and all.
That's not funny, you jerk!
Should we be burning the signal of uprising?
There's no need for that, Petra. Smoke or no smoke, they'll get the idea. Losing the bridge should be a pretty big clue.
Oh no, I can't believe we're actually going to invade! If Edelgard gets angry... Oh, I get nervous just picturing it! Stop that imagination! Oh, and if she destroys the monastery with her army, we're all gonna die!
The hour of questioning has long since passed. I assure you, whatever happens, this will not end as it did 5 years ago. Back then, the Empire was able to focus its entire army on Garreg Mach. Now, their front lines are stretched thin along their borders with both the Kingdom and the Alliance. Their allies have grown in number, but so have their enemies. They should not have too many soldiers they can readily send our way. Now then, let us set forth. This shall be the first step in ending the chaos that has engulfed this realm.
Flame! Excuse me, quick question. Can I paint you?
Oh, hello, Ignatz. What an unexpected surprise.
I'd like to paint your portrait, Flame. For some reason, whenever I try to visualize Saint Cethline, I think of you.
No wonder I've repeatedly felt someone's eyes boring holes into the back of my head lately. You're quite lucky my brother hasn't noticed. It would be wise to back away from me before he does. Although... I shall agree to your request, on the understanding that you paint me to be more illustrious than Saint Cethline.
More illustrious than the statue? Surely you mean as illustrious.
Am I not the more illustrious? The more breathtaking?
Well, true, you are a sight to behold. Though I'm not sure about the competitive tenor of that question. I'd expect you, as an admirer of Saint Cethline, to speak more... admiringly?
An admirer, hmm? You say such funny things. Now then, would you like me to pose? Oh, I have many ideas up my sleeve.
A pose? No need. You can just sit down.
Are you certain about that? It sounds rather... dull. How long will it take you?
A few days, I imagine, but that's okay. You can just come by whenever you have time. Oh, and if you don't mind, could you tell me some more stories about her? The stories you tell about Saint Cethline are so much more vivid than the other legends I've heard. She seems so impressive, so fierce. I can't help but admire her too.
Actually, I have changed my mind. No longer do you need to paint me as illustrious. Instead, paint me as fierce!
Sure, I guess. I think cute might suit you a little better, though.
Did you not just say that Saint Cethline had an impressive and fierce way about her? Well, if that is the case, then I too would like to look fierce. You're welcome to paint me repeatedly until you get the expressiveness just right. Rather, you must paint me repeatedly until I am satisfied with the outcome.
I'm not sure I can ever produce a painting that completely satisfies you. But I'll try. I said I would, and I will not go back on my word. even if this painting takes me months. That wouldn't be a problem, would it?
Not at all. We're friends, aren't we? I am happy to help with a friend's request, even if it takes centuries to complete.
Thank you for that. Though I hope it doesn't take quite that long.
Sights set on Enbar, the Resistance Army avoids the Agma Mountains, choosing instead to move south along the eastern route that passes through the Alliance. To make it safely through the territory of House Gloucester, supporters of the Empire, the army seeks help from the head of House Regan, Claude. Claude vows to draw away House Gloucester's troops so that the Resistance Army can advance to the Aramid River, a dividing line between the Alliance and the Empire.
That symbol. It's an enemy raid. Stay calm and face them head-on. Send a messenger to Acheron immediately. If we're quick, we might be able to pull off a pincer attack.
That is Ladislava. She has of late made quite a name for herself as a general. Be on your guard.
What's my strategy?
I do this for all of us.
Ready for anything.
Thanks so much.
I'm awake.
More fighting.
Thank you. Steady now.
Guide me well.
Thanks so much.
I will prevail.
Let's clean up.
Watch and learn! No hesitation! There's no turning back now. Here is something to believe in! Another victory.
We will control this fortress if we can eliminate...
Enemies approaching. Get the soldiers standing by to join the fight. We may need to hurry up preparations of the ballista, too. Protect...
Thank you.
That is all.
All is going to plan.
You think we'll let you take this bridge from us?
It appears enemy soldiers are stationed in the fortress. You defeat me? Left. Appreciate it.
You can't be too... helpful.
I must lead them well.
Appreciate it. Acheron, now's the time.
I've got to make my name known to Her Majesty through distinct...
That is Acheron, a minor alliance noble. If he has allied with the Emblem...
There's no turning back now.
You shall not survive!
That is all.
As they say, if you can't beat them, join them.
I'm not interested.
the kill.
I never should have aligned with the Empire.
You did it!
How exciting.
I won't allow it.
Winning is what matters.
This could turn the tides.
This is the cost of war.
Only thorns left on this rose.
All is going to plan.
Sweet of you. Pretty good, huh? I'm good now. That really helped. Back to it!
I fully grasp.
Thanks so much.
That is all.
I needed that.
I owe you.
Watch and learn! It won't be in vain. It's time!
I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, have arrived to join the battle in my father's stead.
Thanks for making your way here. Annihilate the enemy with the rest of them.
Now's our chance.
It's been a while, Professor. If this were anywhere but a battle, I've no choice but to follow the Empire if I wish to live. Lay me to rest in a manner that is befitting of the nobility.
Lament your weakness. My age is catching.
Not what I was hoping for.
won't allow it.
Not for myself, for everyone.
Helpful.
To repay Her Majesty's favor, I will not let you pass. All is fair in war. Going for the kill. Lady Edelgard! I'm sorry.
Truly impressive.
Goddess, please forgive the sins of the enemy leaders and the brave soldiers who followed their orders. Somehow we managed to capture the Great Bridge of Myrddin. To see the Imperial army hold its ground until every last soldier fell, that is true dedication. It is clear that Edelgard is not some cruel emperor who holds her people in a vice-like grip. There is something more driving our foes. From here on out, our journey will not be an easy one.
Excuse me, sir. Gilbert is here.
Gilbert? What was he doing all this time? We had better go and meet with him.
So, you've captured the Great Bridge of Myrddin. I'm impressed that you were able to break through their defenses.
Save your praise, Gilbert. Let's get to the heart of the matter. Why are you here? Why now?
I am once again in the service of Dimitri. He was in hiding in Fraldaria's territory, where he was biding his time for a counteroffensive.
Dimitri is alive?
Yes, he was to be executed in Ferdiad, but Dedu stepped forward to rescue him. I am here today by command of Dimitri himself. We realize that our enemies are the same, and that it may be advantageous to join forces.
I see. I shall hear you out.
We are preparing to advance against the Empire. Will you join us as we march toward the Imperial capital? If that is too much to ask, then at least allow us to freely cross the Great Bridge of Myrddin.
Hold a moment. We have just finished a fierce battle, and our forces are few. To march straight for the main body of the Imperial Army and challenge them? It is too soon. I am happy to allow safe passage over the bridge, but to lend our aid asks too much of us. Is that not so? If you would be willing to wait a few months, we might be able to offer something more.
I am afraid His Highness is not able to stop his advance.
If that is the case, I am afraid we cannot join you. Please send our regards to Dmitri.
I understand. It's unfortunate that we were not able to secure the help of the Knights of Seros. Still, I'm grateful that we can cross the Great Bridge of Merton safely. Thank you for that. This will be a fight to the death. It is highly likely that we will meet our end. I wish you both the best of luck in the battles ahead.
And may the goddess protect you as well.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Harpstring Moon. The Impregnable Fortress. After seizing the Great Bridge of Merton, the Resistance Army starts making preparations to invade Imperial territory, when a surprising piece of information comes to light.
Emergency! In Gronder Field! It's...
We are in the middle of a military conference. Please, calm yourself and tell us what is the matter.
Yes, sir. It seems the Kingdom and Alliance armies clashed with Imperial forces on Gronder Field. Amid the chaos of three armies battling each other out there, the Imperial army was routed. Edelgard sustained heavy wounds and retreated to Enbar.
Well then, I suppose...
Sir, the Kingdom army was also decimated, and His Highness Dmitri has been counted among the dead.
What?
The Alliance sustained heavy casualties as well, and the whereabouts of their leader, Claude, is currently unknown.
Unknown? It must have been a brutal fight. Missing. Let us hope the Master Tactician's great mind is not forever lost to this world. Our only solace is that Edelgard sustained severe injuries. This is all quite unexpected, but we must find a way to use this situation to our advantage. The Empire's main force has suffered a mighty blow. Edelgard will most certainly avoid the front lines. Now is the time for us to infiltrate the Empire and aim for the capital.
But what will happen to the Lords of the Old Kingdom and Alliance territories?
They have lost many leaders and soldiers. I am sure they must be hard at work rebuilding. We will foster cooperation by aiding them through the local churches. The remaining Lords of the Kingdom and Alliance must join together to form one union. And you should be the one to lead them. What do you say? Indeed, it is a question for another day. We must focus on our battle with the Empire. For now, what is our next course of action? We must choose a place within the Empire that will give us solid defenses for our front line. That will become the foothold for our invasion of the capital. There is one massive fortress that boasts the greatest defenses in the Empire. Fort Mercius. We will stand no chance if we attack by traditional means. We must gather everyone and devise a plan of attack.
It has been a lifetime, hasn't it, Professor? Yes, I thought so too. I wanted to slice her throat, but I did not get the chance. I let people die, and yet I still stand. Rodrigue, Gustav, Dedu. You sound just like Rodrigue. A reason. Everyone gives such complicated advice, and I can never quite grasp it all. That is why... Professor, I came here to explain my decision. I have no resources to take back the kingdom capital, much less to defeat the Empire, and that is why...
Professor, you will catch a cold sleeping in a place like this. Is something the matter? I am the only one here. Were you dreaming? I can't say for certain that you were dreaming, but if someone did come here to see you, that person only wanted you to see their face. Perhaps they wanted you to guide them.
So, now you've held Thunderbrand. Learn anything? What's going on? You look like you're going to faint. Is that Thunderbrand's doing?
No, not at all. My body is operating at its normal, healthy level of sleepiness. I felt no effect at all, honestly. Perhaps one exposure to the relic wasn't enough.
Don't tell me you want to get a hold of it again.
Of course not. There is a difference between taking a risk and being a fool. Interesting experiment, though. I used all my might, yet absolutely nothing happened. It seems if one's crest is not compatible, a relic simply will not work. To feel that response, to better understand the bond, that is more than enough for me.
I see. What will you do now? I assume your relic research is complete.
Not at all. I have other clues to follow, experiments to perform. That said, I would be pleased if someone who could use their relic with all their might would join in my research.
What? You don't mean me, do you?
Now that you mention it, I suppose you would fit the bill.
Sure seems that's what you were getting at. Fine. When the war's over, I'll help with your research.
Oh, you will?
I figure if I don't do it, he'll find some other poor soul to bother. It's like I'm keeping a high-maintenance cat. You're endlessly curious.
I am not being kept. The sentiment is welcome, but I am still not a cat.
Professor? Fort Mercy, it's a huge stronghold in my father's domain. The towns I used to run around there when I was way back when a fortress was just a playground.
It hasn't sunk in yet, and they slaughtered the boar. I can hardly believe it. I thought he was alive all this time. He must have really hated Edelgard to lead such an ill-advised assault. No point in feeling sorry for the poor scoundrel now.
Will this ever end? It's win or die. Will this ever end?
They...
Okay.
Edelgard. To meet all the house leaders from way back when, assembled again at... I wonder what their thoughts were as they...
Hey, you. Professor. I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks that are surprising. Yes, hunting is doing surprise attacks on prey. Surprise attacks are safe with friends. Fewer injuries. Ah, meals always taste best when it is a company of 3 or more at the table.
Do you not enjoy eating when it's just the two of us? You wound me, Flame.
Standing face to face with those whom I went to school with. How inhuman war is. It is my hope that this war marks the end of such foolish behavior.
Well, according to information we've received from the Eastern Church, The Alliance territories seem to be experiencing intense upheaval. Their leaders' well-being is still unclear, and the lords are all questioning each other's intentions. It seems like a difficult time to ask the Alliance for assistance.
A moment, please.
I've come to deliver vegetables we harvested. Because of the season, I couldn't really pick that much. But I wanted to help the church out, even just a little bit. We're busily planting seeds, so when things start to grow, I'll be back.
Hello.
The fish in this pond get fed every day. But the only reason they're kept here is so that they can one day be... But the fish don't know that. It's a bit of a miserable thought.
What do you require? Farewell.
Welcome. Please come again.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Is it true that we'll be assaulting Fort Mercius next? That doesn't sound like the brightest idea. I've heard that it's built to withstand an attack from even the largest of armies. And not to tell you how to do your job, but don't do it. I'm not ready to say my final goodbyes to everyone.
Teacher. Dimitri, the late Prince of Fargus. He despised the Empire with all his heart. He should not have tried leading an army while his emotions were holding him captive. True enough, but I suspect the reason he died is that he could not keep his emotions in check. I see. You are saying you met with Dimitri, but you could not tell if it was reality or a dream. I wonder what that could mean.
You there!
Hey, you.
A moment, please.
It's always so peaceful coming back here. But it's hard to relax knowing we have to go out on another expedition again so soon. And assaulting that huge keep. That sounds hard. Oh, really hard. Don't you think it'll be hard? I knew you'd think so! I knew you... Ow! Oh, ow. Can't believe I tried to hook you through the door. No.
After that great battle earlier, the balance of power in Fodlan has shifted greatly. But we only stood a chance because we drove the Empire from the Great Bridge of Myrden. To get revenge for all our fallen friends, we'll have to stake our lives on the fight that lies before us.
Professor!
I hardly recognize everyone. Their faces have changed so much. More experience in the eyes, and more pain. I'm glad that they're stronger, but I hate to think they've all become hardened killers. Look after them, okay? Try to keep them on the straight and narrow.
Hey, I could use a hand.
I'm rather curious to see what stratagem we'll devise. You know Fort Mercius's nickname, I assume. The stubborn... But there must be one or two...
Okay.
Professor!
Professor?
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Professor!
Doesn't matter how sturdy the keep. If the commander defending it is incompetent, it can fall as easy as anything. That's what they say, at least. I wonder if that applies to Fort Mercius. All I know is, if I was the Emperor, I'd never in a million years assign an incompetent commander to a fort as important as that one.
Professor!
Hey, you.
Professor!
I'll keep my voice. I've come here after getting chased out of the Empire. But there are still many inside Empire territory. I pray that one day we'll get...
Need something? This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
Professor, I heard that a staggering number of people lost their lives, and here we are, preparing. It's almost easier to think about war as theater, with the stage an entire continent. Something like that. If an accident happens on... everyone just pretends like everything.
It sounds like the battle at Gronder Field was... We don't know for certain whether... I wish I could make sure somehow.
Let's see. Guess what I noticed? I can see further than most other people can see. But I can't figure the point of seeing further than an arrow can fly, since I can't shoot what I see. Yeah, I suppose it could be real useful for finding Lady Rhea, too. Thanks, Professor. I think I get it now. I'm gonna put my eyes to real good use.
Each step closer to Enbar, I'm reminded of riches and poverty, glory and fail. That's how the past works, though, isn't it?
The battle at Gronder Field certainly took... Let us press on. Fort Mercius is a keep that was constructed to defend the Imperial capital, and we cannot enter the capital without first capturing that fort. I will make the necessary... The battle at... Let us... Fort, we cannot... I will make the necessary...
Did you give the ridiculous order to prepare Imperial armor for every one of our troops?
I've reached out through all of my channels, but there are limits to these things. I'll have to recruit an entire town's worth of people if I ever plan on making enough.
I've heard that Gilbert, who used to serve in the Knights of Saros, fell at Gronder. Apparently, he was originally a knight of the kingdom, and now he shared Prince Dimitri's fate. Gilbert was an exception.
you.
Let's see. Professor.
It sounds... we don't... I wish I...
Surprising. Professor, stand. How many? It is my hope. Professor.
Hey, you.
Hey!
Professor. May I discuss something with you? I promised to help you find the truth of who you are, but I'm afraid it's not that simple. There are some details I have kept concealed. 5 years ago, before she vanished, I asked Rhea some pointed questions. I learned that she knows everything about you. No, that is understating it. Rhea is responsible for your existence. I could explain to you here and now what fragments of knowledge I was able to pry from Rhea. I fear, however, that a partial understanding might do you more harm than good. Once we save Rhea, you will know the whole of it. For now, that is all I can tell you. If you are still uncertain about your feelings, then permit me to add one more thing. You, Rhea, and I, we are like family. Because of those deep ties, you can be certain that I will never abandon or betray you. On the contrary, I greatly wish to see what your future holds. I am, and will always be, your ally. You are not wrong. History is full of examples. I don't believe that will be the case here, but I suppose all I can do is ask for your trust. The truth is, you have become indispensable to me. And that is true quite independently of whether I see eye to eye with Rhea, or even whether we are friends. After this war is over, where I go and what I do will depend wholly on you. I am still trying to figure that out myself. Perhaps it is just that I find you so fascinating that I cannot bring myself to leave your side. I dislike a one-sided conversation, but in this case, I am afraid I had no choice. Our future is yours to determine.
Okay.
Professor!
Oh. Wow. I hardly... look after me.
Hello there!
Hello.
Well...
Sounds fun!
little more secret spot.
I appreciate...
Thanks. I'll get it. That went...
I did... Thanks.
Natural. Let's... That was helpful. There is all... Natural.
No need. Oh.
I have a question. That's it then.
All will be well if we work to...
It's you!
Look at our...
There must be more to this.
Technique never betrays.
Ah, Bernadetta, have you finished your illustrations?
Yes, I have. Finally. This is the first time I've ever made anything for a real-life book. I was up all night finishing these. Bernie's all burned out now. I guess if they're no good, we'll just have to burn them all, eh?
Let's leave the topic of burning aside for now, shall we? Show me what you've done.
So, what do you think?
This is excellent work. The color, especially. It truly brings your art to life. I will see that the new edition of our book is added to the Garrigmach collection.
Really? Oh, that's such a relief. It was a tough job, but yeah, there's nothing Bernie can't handle.
You certainly do have some impressive mood swings. Actually, there is one thing I'd like to discuss.
Oh no, what did I get wrong?
Relax. I simply wanted to ask you about this last image. This is you here, is it not?
Yes. Is that wrong? What's wrong with it?
Nothing at all. I'm only curious. Does that make me the person standing beside you?
Oh, no, that's St. Keyhole.
Is that so? Then I must ask, what relationship are you suggesting you have with him?
Well, I got the impression that the story of St. Indec was told from St. Keyhole's point of view. So I just imagined that I asked St. Keyhole about it. And, that's where the picture came from. I guess I overdid it, huh? That's weird, isn't it? It's really weird. We can scrap it. Let's just get rid of it.
Ah, so that's why. That's amusing.
It is?
Very much. And I think this is a very fitting end to the book, actually. St. Keyhole and Bernadetta. They would have made quite an interesting pair, I think. In fact, if the two of you had lived in the same time, I am certain you would share a deep bond.
What? St. Keyhole and me? No way. I've already got my hands full just trying to be friends with you. But I've managed that at least, right? Haven't I?
Absolutely.
My future is bright.
I have success!
Easy.
I did it!
Well,
I've set...